Welcome back to House Call. Now let's get the skinny on that new weight loss craze that mimics fasting. Dr. Samadi, what's this all about?
Julie, there are a lot of different ways to lose weight, and this is a new fashion that's coming out. By fasting, this is a study that was published in Cell Metabolism. They looked at about 38 patients. Half of them had normal diet. The other half actually they went on fast for about 5 days a month. And what they followed them afterwards, they realized that the ones that fasted, meaning that they only took about 750 calories a day, they ended up having lower amount of fat, their cholesterol went down, the risk of cardiovascular actually went down, and they were healthier. They did the same thing in yeast, mice, and human, and they see that there's the same pattern, that by just taking a break from your animal fat, from sugar, from all the fatty food that we're having, and just take 5 days break of very low calorie intake, you become healthier. So there are pros and cons. I think it's not a bad idea to do it for a couple of days, watch what you're eating, lower the amount of calories that you take, just to break the cycle of your routine, eating the same kind of food all the time. But if you do it for a prolonged period, 5 days, a week, I think that's when you run into trouble of muscle wasting. When you don't get enough protein, you're going to affect your whole entire body. So I don't like to do this for long period, but short term it's okay. Julie, last week we talked about how you can change the ecosystem of your bacteria, good and bad bacteria. And this probably, as Mark mentioned, it's a reboot your system. You're basically starting scratch. You're taking a few days from your routine diet and you're changing some of those bacteria. And for mice to actually create new stem cells, that's a good finding. It may not be ready for prime time, but it's an interesting finding.
This is very similar to a cleanse, and I'm a big fan of doing, a 3 to 5 day juice cleanse. I've done them. You feel rebooted, as you both are talking about, and you have more energy and all of that.